Hello everybody, welcome back to the Pac Man World playthrough, and today we have a special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Mario123311, also known as Marcus.
Alright, and today we'll be starting the first part of the Space World. Not sure what the official name of the... Don't remember what the exact official name of the stage is, but...
All I know is it's apparently inspired by Tomorrowland from Disneyland.
Ah, never knew that actually. But yeah, I quite like the music in this in the first act of this world. Although I'd say the second and third acts have the more memorable tracks. So, anyways, Marcus, I can assume you'd consider yourself a bit of a Pac Man fan, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah. What would you say is your favorite game in the series?
World 2, easily.
Yeah. Can't disagree on that. That is a really great one. But yeah. Although there are a lot of great games in the series, though, I will say. But yeah, World 2 is definitely up there as one of the best in the series. So yeah. Anyways, I quite like the space. Anyways, about the stages we are in, I quite like the space levels in World 1. What would you say is your favorite stage in the what would you consider your favorite world in Pac Man World 1?
Either Space or Clown World.
Oh yeah, the Clown World has a lot of really good platforming, I'd say. Especially in like the second and third acts. It's just the boss in that world is kind of well, it doesn't really feel like much of a boss fight, but
yeah, it's slippery as all hell.
Yeah, and they reused that gimmick for the bonus levels and some of the bonus stages in Maze Madness. The same with the Galaxian boss. They kind of... Alright, so I got the first two pack letters. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get all of them, but so anyways, man, what else is there to talk about? Yeah.
I guess the reason why I don't seem to be talking that talkative right now is, you know what's still on my mind? The recent... things haven't been going well for the series. Like, you have the whole Ad Games lawsuit.
Oh yeah, I totally agree with you, man. That whole situation is just pretty screwed, you know.
And, like, I'm sorry, but I just don't see Pac-Man living off or surviving into the 2020s if all it's going to get is very simplistic, mediocre, outdated games, basically.
Essentially, yeah, you have a great point there, because, yeah, because in order for, like, a series to really, get, you know, in order for a series to really continue, you kind of have to, like, evolve, essentially. Yeah, basically. That's the only reason, like, you know, Mario has sort of, I guess you can say, continued in a sense. Although, granted, there had been, periods of, creative stagnation.
Those are called Dark Ages, yeah.
Yeah, you know, where they just...
And everyone will also bring up Sonic, but honestly, I've seen a lot of people say that Sonic throughout the 2010s, at least after Lost World, it just hasn't been, like, a lot of people point to the Dark Age in 2006 as the worst time for that series, but nah.
Right, yeah.
And a lot of people...
Yeah, I agree.
You know what? Those days weren't too bad. Like, 06 was infamous as fuck, but...
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna admit, I actually haven't played 06 yet. I intend to for the retrospective. I intend to do something different for the 06 review. I'm not gonna say exactly what it is, but you know...
Well, it is basically Sonic Adventure 3.
I mean, yeah, I used to, like, really hate it whenever people would call it that, but at this point I kind of have to agree, because it pretty much is 06. I mean, it pretty much is Adventure 3 at this point. Yeah. But...
I consider 06 and Pac Man World 3 to sort of follow the same or at least similar problems.
Yeah, I've heard you compare those two a lot. I'd say, yeah, 06 and yeah, and World 3 do kind of have that. The main thing I would compare would be that they both pretty much had hellish development cycles.
And of course, they like the core elements of the formula is there. It's just that they're not as good as the previous games or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, although that fan remake of 06 is looking pretty good, though, I will admit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it like PO? I forgot what it was called.
Project 06.
Yeah.
It's called PO6 for short.
I really like what they did with like the balance bracelet. How it's a lot more like it is in SA2.
Yeah.
Yeah. As opposed to it being like really clunky in you know, the actual game, from what I've seen on gameplay. But yeah, for the 06 review, I do intend to do something different where that's concerned.
Like I consider both Sonic 06 and Pac Man World 3 also products of what I like to call the Edge era.
Oh yeah, the Edge era.
From the mid to late 2000s.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of games you categorize as Edge era games. Like, you have like unrelated, but you have things like Smash Bros. Brawl, which had that Latin theme song and those gritty ass graphics.
Yeah, and it appears I have run into a little bit of a glitch over here.
Oh,
yeah, you'll probably see when the when I release the video. I mean, I don't know. Basically, I phased through an enemy, but okay. But anyways, all right. I like the level design in the space worlds. All like the emphasis on like, platforming over lasers and stuff. You know, I'd probably say it's one of my favorite stages in the entire trilogy.
I actually like the incorporation of what they did with the ghost zones and whatnot.
Oh yeah, the ghost zones. Yeah. Yeah.
Like I remember, I forget which level it was, but it was definitely in the space world. At the very end, there's a little maze that. Again.
Yeah, I believe it may have been. Oh, I died. But I believe it may have been the third one. Yeah. I really like how this game handled backtracking, though. Admittedly, I used to dislike how the backtracking was handled, but upon retrospect, I actually kind of grown to sort of like it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I kind of get irritated by is just how the keys work, because then again, I'm someone who originally had the GBA version of World 1.
Oh, no, yeah, no, that, yeah. Well, I did play the PS1 version first, and all looks like we got to the end of the stage. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I did play I played the PS1 version first, but I owned the GBA version first. So yeah, it's pretty bad.
Like, but the one positive about the GBA version was you didn't have to rescue everyone.
That's right.
Like the final boss. The only real penalty you got was you didn't have as much health reserve.
Right. Yeah. Although part of me would kind of prefer it that way, because that sort of made the fight a bit too easy, in my opinion. You know how like they had just come out and sort of give you health if you just like ran out, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Then again, there is one tiny irritating bug in the like once you get to Pac-Man, you'll see what I mean. But once he starts using a Reveral on you, he can sometimes just fling you out to read.
Oh yeah, yeah, I've experienced that before. But oh man, I'm not doing so well in this bonus stage. But well, yeah, that's the end of the level. Oh man, not sure if I should really end the video at this point, because at this point I'm kind of like doing like one stage per.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Bonus stages are bonus stages.
Yeah, I know. I'm not. Yeah, this is not like a 100% playthrough. This is just like a, a casual like run through.
This is a playthrough, not a walkthrough.
Yeah. Yeah, just a casual playthrough with commentary. But yeah, there's a lot more to I feel we could talk about, but I guess we could save that for potentially another part. Like, I don't know. Maybe we might be able to play another stage in this part. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yes, saving game. X saves. Overwrite. Alright. Going back to Ghost Island.
But yeah, depending on, like, I'm not sure how far you'll get in your Sonic retrospectives, but there's a... I just know that, like, Lost World is specifically when a lot of fans are saying modern Sonic really has kind of shat the bed.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd agree. I mean, like, Lost World's not the worst in terms of modern Sonic, I'd say. Because again, it does have some qualities that I do admittedly like, but again, it's
yeah.
It's just that it's.
I'm sort of the same way. It's like
gameplay.
At worst, it's just really mediocre.
Yeah. You know what? I might as well do the second stage in this act. I mean, in this playthrough, because why not? Far Out. Oh yeah. So this is the stage where they bring in the Far Out theme.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. But yeah, Lost World had a lot of neat gameplay. Oh.
It did have a lot of neat gameplay mechanics.
It's just yeah, the art
not
style.
All of them exactly worked.
Right.
There were some fun ones though. I actually liked the rail grinding segments.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
The levels made entirely out of rails.
Yeah, this is the yeah, I think it's the only post-Adventure 2 game where I thought they handled rail grinding. Well, I mean, I can't say the only one, but I'd say the only post-Shadow the Hedgehog game where I felt they handled the rail grinding more than I'd say they handled it decently. Like, it's not, too broken, but at the same time, it's not too automated,
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
Yeah,
like, as much as I love the boost games, they're basically just scripted paths. They're free rides.
I think. I mean, this is just me, but I think Adventure 2 did it the best. In my opinion. I mean, the only thing is that switching between rails is kind of finicky. It's just something you have to, like, really get used to, I would say, though, yeah, some of my favorite levels on Adventure 2, like, had, like, a lot of emphasis on the rail grinding.
06 kind of has that, too. It's just that the rail grinding mechanics feel unrefined. Especially switching between rails.
Yeah, it looked like you had to, like, jump between the rails.
Yep.
Yeah.
But, like, you'll be surprised how many things you can grind on in that game. Like, you have the power wires and radical train.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Another thing with 06 is that it had a lot of really neat level design from what I could see,
Yeah.
And I died again. This time was a little alien guy that killed me. Oh, I died again.
But yeah, since Rise of Lyric and I guess to an extent Sense Forces as well, 06 has been seen more as, you know what, this game actually wasn't as bad. Like, I'm not going to call it good, but
right.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as the 06 comparison with World 3, I would say, though, that I used to compare World 3 and Rise of Lyric a lot, mainly in terms of, like, they kind of had, like, a similar sort of aesthetic.
And I get that, too, but I just feel the 06 comparison works better because, like, the core mechanics of the World series are still in World 3.
Yeah. I really love
and that's kind of the issue with Rise of Lyric. A lot of core Sonic elements just aren't really there.
Oh man, I think I forgot the key.
Then again, I have learned over time that a Jak and Daxter styled Sonic game isn't exactly an inherently bad idea. It's just...
Oh yeah, totally. No, I'd love, like, a Sonic game with, like, interconnected sort of world levels,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
it especially helped once I saw Sonic's gameplay in like Lego Dimensions.
Yeah, yeah, no, I actually wanted to. Yeah, part of me actually wanted to buy that game just for that one section alone, but I never actually got around to doing that. But which is
Yeah,
fair because like that's like requires like a lot of other factors, and I'm just not really into that sort of toys to life sort of
yeah.
genre. Yeah.
Plus, Toys to Life got really oversaturated, and that's kind of what ended up being its downfall.
Oh yeah,
Like the
totally.
entire genre is basically dead at this point.
Yeah. So it looks like I forgot the key for Professor Pack. Well, looks like I'll have to uh get that with looks like I'll have to get that on my own time. Yeah. I really like the creative usage of like the mechanics in this stage. Oh wait, never mind. I got the key. I got the key. Yeah, it's been a while. So I forgot how you got the key on this stage. Yeah, I really like how the mechanics, like the level specific mechanics, are utilized in this stage in particular. Like how it has those lasers, sort of bouncing off the curves, and you have to like use
Yeah,
the rev roll helicopter thingy, the rev roll platform to like sort of like go up there, but you have to like avoid the lasers and stuff, and that's some really neat usage of basically it builds off of its mechanics builds off of the mechanics of the stage really well, and there's a really good progression of gameplay mechanics, a good evolution, if you will,
yeah.
that sort of helps World 1 to sort of hold up. Same with World 2. These games both have... If there's one thing these games are really good at, it's like the variety, just
Yeah.
constantly like adding things up, Yeah, I remember that's what Factor 5 Fanatic mentioned in their review of the... Or...
And that's kind of also why I just want more of the World formula in general. Like,
Yeah.
they're simplistic, but they keep adding so much variety. Like, just they have almost unlimited potential in my eyes.
Yeah, and I agree. There's a lot you can do with that sort of gameplay. It's just that it hasn't really been tapped into because,
Yeah.
again, one game that didn't do so well.
And supposedly, the whole legal spaghetti regarding Miss Pac-Man.
No, yeah,
Like,
that stuff.
ever since that news came out, it's speculated that that may have also played a part.
You think that could have played a part in the cancellation of Maze Madness 2?
Yeah, it's assumed so actually,
Yeah.
because the GCC lawsuit happened in 2006.
Yeah. So yeah, that probably is why that is the case. But
Like, there's a whole we might never know for sure unless things do end up getting a happy ending, but
yeah.
right now I consider them multiple contributing factors.
Yeah. But anyways, it looks like we might be getting to the end. Okay, yeah. Is this might be the part you're talking about? Was like where like the platform morphs into like a maze? Yeah, that's really, again, that's some like really creative usage of like the Pac-Man mechanics, like the maze mechanics and like a platformer. Like, I don't get why people say that this type of gameplay doesn't work. The type of Pac-Man gameplay doesn't work in 3D, because this game shows that it actually works pretty flawlessly,
Then again, considering everyone likes to shit on Sonic after he went 3D, I guess the game community is just really full of a bunch of dickwads, really.
Yeah. Ever since Sonic went into 3D, he's had a rocky history, even though the first two adventure games were received pretty well upon release. But people...
I was even playing Adventure 1 recently, and
yeah.
it really hasn't aged all that badly, aside from Big the Cat, really.
Yeah, and some of the collision detection. Alright, and now we've reached the end of Far Out.
And And I think the other issue with Adventure 1 is, well, it's not an issue with the game itself, but it's like the ways to play it in modern times.
Oh yeah, no, that's also a pretty big issue. Yeah.
Like a lot of people end up playing the Steam or Xbox 360 slash PS3 versions of the game, which are incredibly butchered.
In my opinion, the best versions are the original Dreamcast version and the GameCube version.
If you like, I would say also the PC release just for the modding aspect and the fact that you can restore the original Dreamcast version.
Oh yeah,
that mods.
That's great. That's some great stuff.
Like it doesn't make the game flawless, but it does restore it back to its former glory.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I guess that's okay. So we got okay. Let's talk to Professor Pac over here. I have deducted that Pac-Man has imprisoned others that you must rescue. Oh, really? You don't say. Anyways, so we've got through the first 2 acts of the Space World. But, however, I'm gonna have to end it off today. Anyways, before we end off this episode, anything you'd like to say before we finish this?
I just really hope my yellow boy can come back someday because it's been far too long.
Yeah, I do too. It's been very, very far too long since we've had anything proper. Like, the closest we have actually gotten was Ghostly Adventures, but again, that's really debatable.
Yeah.
Like, there are a lot of... Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to I'll have to replay those games again at some point, but, anyways, that is, it for this episode of the Pac Man World, playthrough. I'll have, like, a link to, Super Mario Fan's channel in the description of this video, so if you can check out, his stuff. But anyways, I will see you all later.